This is the Padua Podcast Network.
Running a Fever, episode 271.
Shattering the yo-yo.
Keep on moving. Previously on Running a Fever.
I've been undernourished, making a mistake about how much I've cut out of my diet. I've been eating about, up to last week, about 600 calories a day. So I went to the doctor today because I was having some problems last week. Let's just say I was not feeling myself. She said someone of my size should have a minimum of 1,200 calories per day. The medication that I'm taking relies on, it requires a certain amount of protein in order to do what it's supposed to do. And so by cutting myself back that much, I was keeping the medication from working the way it should. What am I going to do from here on out? Because I'm really serious about losing weight, and I'm really serious about my health. So my medication's obviously working better with the diet that I've had over the last few days. And what I've done is I've increased my intake to about between 800 and 1,000 calories per day. And of course I'm focusing on protein. But I can eat the foods I love. And that's the important thing about dieting, I'm telling you. A diet is not made up of things you don't eat. A diet is made up of things you do eat. Because in all likelihood, I have lost muscle mass during this process, especially since I've been undernourished, making a mistake about how much I've cut out of my diet. And like I say, every day that you get out there and do another one is a successful day.
Welcome to Running a Fever. My name is Michael Davis. This is a podcast about fitness, diet, and medicine. We want to live as long as we can, and we want to have a happy, healthy, active life right up to the very end. To that end, I'm doing a lot of things to try to make myself healthier, and I'm sharing them with you, so hopefully you will learn from my mistakes, one of which I described in what you just heard, the 36th episode of this podcast. And let's be honest, it was a big mistake, but one that can be corrected. And this is one lesson that I learned and remembered. It's a strong memory, perhaps because of the suffering I experienced. Medicine today is amazing, and it works if you use it and use it properly. So I've never gone back to the starvation diet. Now, I am fasting these days, as you've probably heard, but this is not the same as the starvation diet. It's the difference between cutting your calories down and just going into a very, very low calorie diet for a long period of time. Fasting is always limited. You're limited to either fasting for a certain number of hours per day or a certain number of days. You can fast for multiple days, but always you come back to a healthy diet that is not severely restricted. I'm still considering counting calories. It doesn't hurt to know that. Knowledge is power. I'm not really afraid of it, or maybe I just don't want to admit the depth of my lack of health here, my obesity, which is what it is. We all make mistakes, and that's no excuse not to keep trying. That's the one difference between success and failure. Don't quit. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. You lose 100% of the races you don't start. When you get knocked down, get back up again and keep on moving as you drive on out. So, I hope this was helpful to you, and if you got the fever, keep it. If you don't have the fever, catch it, and I will talk to you next time on Running a Fever.